So good evening and welcome back to Ego Classes. Today, this particular session, why I have already informed you yesterday, like this particular session is I'm going to tell you a lot about how exactly you can use models. Because models are very powerful structures, but if people are not able to use it appropriately, maybe due to, you're not able to use them effectively. And that's the reason why most of the time you're not able to getting a pulse how exactly you can use models. So today, our entire, uh, topic revolves around something called modals. Okay, so you people have little bit idea on modals. Okay, it's not a new concept. You know something called modals, right? Modals is called can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, all the things used to, dare, would, all the things. Okay, and also could have, would have, should have, may have, might have, and must have. These are the called modals. But my question is that why you become you become so confused whenever you're trying to insert the right things at the right place. Why you're not able to use models effectively in different situations? So let's try to find out the answer, and I'm going to tell you a lot about why models are very powerful. Okay, today we are going to learn something called models. Please follow me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Yesterday I have not attended the class.
Okay. Could you please tell me your name?
Sir, Bubbly.
Bubbly. Okay, fine. Bubbly, not an because we are just like it was a lesson plan for you all to find out whether you are able to understand models or not. It's okay. This is the class you can very much get everything. Okay, so there is something called models. Got it? So I have already informed you. Models are pretty important. Is because of the fact that whenever you are trying to learn models, most people are not able to get it correctly. I have seen it yesterday. We have done certain things like I fail to understand why exactly people are going wrong. You have been learning grammars or something called models from standard fourth, I believe. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, sometimes eighth. It's 3 to 4 years of hard work, but still everything has gone for a toss whenever it comes to models. So what's the problem? Why people are not able to use models effectively? So today let's try to find out the answer. So could you please tell me how many English we're learning? Every day we're learning two English. Got it? One is called American English. Got it? One is called American English, and the second one is called British English. Got it? We have something called American English. We have something the British English. So whenever you people are trying to learn models, so some models are used in American English, some models are used in British English. But very sadly, all the rules and regulations. Let me give you an example. Suppose there is something called, take the example of a model, something called shall, or take the example of should. Should is a model. Okay, let me take it something called should. Okay, so should is a model. Okay, so should is a model. Whenever should is a model, it is used in a different way as far as American English is concerned. So there may be some situation. Whenever it is used in British English, it has suppose a different situation. But whenever it comes to Indian English, our literature, our grammar, or grammar in India, we are supposed to learn all the rules and regulations. Let me give an example. Suppose should is used, suppose there are two different rules are there. In American English, I'm trying to give some example. Try to understand. This is a very important observation for everybody. So listen carefully. Should is a model. Whenever it comes to should, perhaps in American English, it has two uses. That means in two different situations, you can use two, in American English. Suppose in British English, it has three different uses. But whenever it comes to our grammar, okay, you are learning 5 rules, and that's the problem. So remember, we are following that style. Look, suppose American student, suppose like no, there is a student in America, his name is called Peter. Peter is a student in America. Okay. And something called, take another example, Jack. Jack is a student in Britain. And here in India, we have something called Sonali. Got it? So look at the beauty of, what is the difficulty of Sonali? Try to understand. Peter belongs to America. Peter belongs to America, and Jack belongs to British or Britain. Got it? And Sonali belongs to India. Right now, suppose I have given something called should. Should is a modal. Got it? So Peter can use in two different ways. Jack can use in three different ways. But whenever it comes to Sonali, the Sonali has to follow both American English and British English. And we have to follow 5 different rules. And that's why learning modals is little bit difficult. Are you getting my point, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
Yes, sir.
The problem is that you might be thinking, sir, whenever we have a syllabus called CHAL, there are 5 rules. My dear friend, these are not 5 rules. There may be 1 or 2 rules. The problem is that, take the example of, like, suppose there is a model called CHAL. Like, American people can use it a different way. British people can use in a different way. But all the ways we are supposed to follow, that is something called Sonali has to follow the 5 rules. So obviously, learning grammar in India is very difficult, especially modals. Today we are going to follow it up. Let me give an example. Please follow me. Everybody, please follow me. Look at the way I have shown something called, everybody, please follow this one. Check it out. Guys, why you are trying to put a mark there? Don't do like this. The moment I am trying to put anything, you people try to, make a mark, making a monkey over the thing. This is not good, right? Listen carefully. Like modals in American English and British English. Observe the following sentences. Offer help of suggestion. So whenever there is a suggestion, I need to suggest. Let me tell you. Suppose Rajastri is unable to read letters carefully. So he just come to me. I am his teacher of English. He needs ask some question. Sir, actually no, I have a problem here. I have a problem there. How to solve it? So I am trying to advise or I am trying to offer some suggestion. Okay. If I'm a British national, if I'm a student, if I'm a teacher that belongs to Britain, then I can say, look, I can use shall. But American people use should or can. Let me give an example. It's hot inside. Shall I open the door? Suppose Saurabh is my best friend, and Saurabh and Devi and I are just sitting, and it is very hot right now. So Saurabh can say, "Sir, shall I open the door?" So this is how the people in Britain say. But look at the same thing. American people say, "Should I open the door?" So for offer suggestion, British people can use shall, but American people use should. But very honestly, whenever it comes to Indian students, you have to use for suggestion shall and should, and that's the problem. And that's why you can find it out whenever you're trying to open your grammar book. There are many rules are there. Then you might be thinking, how is it possible, sir? Because they're mad. People say it's mad. They are not mad. We people are mad because you're following two English. Why you are not following one English? At least we should follow British English or American English. No, no. We are trying to follow every English. Obviously, there is a problem. And that's why people in India, basically students like you, face a lot of Herculean tasks whenever it comes to grammar. Like, you find a lot of grammar issues. You feel, sir, it's very confusing. No, it's confusing because you are learning two different rules. And that's why it is very confusing. Are you getting my point, everybody? Yes or no? Do you agree with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So this is the problem. I have already informed you. Like whenever it comes to British and American people, they have different, models are there. But very unfortunately, three rules and three rules, three rules, two rules. All the five rules we have to follow, and that's the biggest problem. And this is the reason why you people are not able to follow English correctly. Even though you are getting it by heart, you are following the rote learning process, but still, whenever it comes to speaking English fluently or writing something effectively, you people miserable fail. Sometimes you are confused, lot of confusion. Sal is hoga, should. Sir told me it should. Somebody said, no, it's shall. Like shall, should, will. Oh, no, no, would. Okay, like that. It means you are completely confused. So today, let's bring that end to that particular confusion. They're not, there should, you should not be confused at all. So we are going to follow a very pragmatic process. That is something called situation based models. We are going to learn something called situation based models. Okay. So what is called situation based model? So your life is full of situation. Your life is full of situation. Oh, normally you react to the situation. Sometimes your teacher is getting angry. Like, no, you get nervous. It's a situation. Sometimes I'm going to crack a joke. Obviously, I'm going to laugh. Why? It is a situation. Sometimes I'm going to scold you. I'm going to rusting you hell like anything. It's a situation. Sometimes you cry. Sometimes your mother, give some hot and cold. You cry. Why? Because it's unbearable. So it's a situation. So you cry, you speak, you get angry because of the situation. So if you know the situation, it is easy for you to know the model, because for each and every situation, you have a corresponding models. So remember, if you know the situation, you can very much know the model, and it is easy to remember. Rather than, like, following, like, should, we can use in different situations. That's pretty boring. And this is not the right way. I don't think you can remember it for a long time. Remember, modals is a very powerful tool. You can use in your entrance examination. You can use it. Look, without also modals, I'm going to tell you, without modals also, you can speak sentences. But that's not ideal for you, because you people are studying in different prestigious English medium schools. And whenever it comes to English medium school, so you are not able to speak English. There is you feel very deserted. So my entire process, our entire process revolves around how exactly you people can speak and write English effectively. And that's we call it communicative English. Got it? So let's focus something called situation-based model. That means each and every situation that you have, that you normally encounter in your day-to-day life, is full of situations. There's so many situations are there. I've already informed you. Like, let me give an example. Suppose if I'm going to ask a question, if you're able to answer that, you can say, sir, can I? So obviously you're trying to react to the situation. It is a different situation for you. Sometimes you're nervous, and sometimes you don't understand that. Sometimes you say, sir, I don't understand. Could you please come again? So that's a situation. So each and every situation has a particular model. If you know the situation, that's pretty easy for you to know the situation and the corresponding models. Then learning and remembering models becomes an easy affair for you all. Otherwise, it's pretty difficult. But let me tell you, it's not rocket science at all. But our process is so big. The process is so clumsy. That's why you people are not able to get it rightly. So today, our entire process revolves around how to remember and use modals effectively in your day-to-day conversation, be it written or spoken. Got it, everybody? Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What happens? Rudra, Swagat, everybody, I'm asking. Subhasri, Dipesh,
Sir.
Somesh,
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
I'm asking everybody. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good.
Sir.
Okay, good job. Okay. Do you want to ask any questions to anybody? Do you have any question here? No question? Or do you have any question? Do you understand or don't understand?
Sir, understand.
Okay,
Sir,
understood.
understand.
Understood. I
Sir,
understood. So let's learn something called look. Right now, if I'm going to ask a question, can you make a sentence without using modals? You can say, "Ah, that's very much possible." So let me give few sentences where I have not used the modal, but they mean the same. Let me give few examples here. Okay. Suppose suppose Pruti can say like this, I know how to dance. I know how to dance. Do you find any modals here? Anybody can spot the modals here? Do you find any modals?
no, sir.
No modals. Got it?
No, sir.
No modals is there. But let me tell you, this is the first sentence. Got it? This is the first sentence. What exactly I've written? I know how to dance. I know how to cook. I know how to speak. Got it? So this is something called without modals also you can express a sentence. But let me use the modal to express the same sentence. You can say, I can dance. So they mean the same sentence. In one sentence, I have not used modals, but here I have used modals. So what's the difference? The difference is no much difference is there. Because why you are trying to use language to express your thought. If you're able to get me, so why you are here? Because you want to learn something new. You want to know something. You need to level up yourself. You need to give a level playing field so that you can be you can speak this particular beautiful language anywhere without any problem. So if I'm going to say I know how to dance, in another way I also can say I can dance. So look at the two different sentences. Here I have used a model, but here is no model is there. Are they same? Yeah, they are the same, but structure is different, but they have the same meaning. They have the same meaning. The meaning of this one is equal to the meaning of this one. But why should I use the two sentences? That means most native speaker. What are native speaker? Native speaker means the people of America and Britain, where English is a mother tongue. Got it? Just like you say, like suppose I am from Bihar. So Bihar means I speak Hindi. Suppose I am from Odisha. I speak Odia. If I'm from Malayalam, I'm from from Trivandrum or Kerala. So I speak Malayalam. So that's my mother tongue. So I become a native of that particular language. Exactly. Basically, the USA and the UK, they're two different. I've already informed you. The UK and the USA, United States of America, and UK means United Kingdom. So there are two different countries in the world where basically we follow them as the native speaker. You can say, sir, people from Australia they should speak English. Yes. People from Brazil they should speak English. People from Spain they also speak. A lot of European countries they speak English, but we don't follow them. We Indians follow two English. One is called the UK English, that is called Britain English, or British English. Other is called the American English. Got it? So we call them the native speaker. And most native speakers speak like this. They use a lot of modals. So if you know the modals, it is easy for you to express your thoughts and ideas. Most of the time, what exactly happens? Like, no, I want to speak something, but I don't know how to speak it. So obviously, I need certain tools. Let me give an example. A lot of people are there, there some are singers, some are dancers, some are a writer, some are painter. Most people do a lot of painting. Suppose Bubbly is a good painter. So whenever Bubbly wants to draw a picture, he needs a good quality walla paper. There is something called a pencil and something called a color box. If the tools are not there, so I don't think Bubbly can draw a beautiful picture. So in order to supplement your work, in order to get the desired output, you are supposed to use different tools. So remember, these are tools in English. So if you know the tools, you can very much look. Suppose I'm a trainer. I have a board here. I have a marker here. I have a laptop there. I have a good quality camera is there. And you people are also using some tools like mobile phones or something called laptop or desktop. A lot of tools are there. If your tools are not there, how exactly are going to connect with me? Possible? No, it's not possible. If it is a bad quality, you are getting 3G or 2G. It's very difficult for you to, to have a clear view on the particular thing. So what's more important? These are called tools. In language, we can call them tools. If you know a lot of tools, it is easy for you to understand how exactly you can use them. So let's try to understand what are the various, like, what is the significance? What is the significance of modals? So one significance, the people of UK and Britain, UK and the Britain and the USA, they mostly use something called modal in our day-to-day conversation. So let's try to understand what are other qualities that one can find it out whenever it's trying to go through modals. Okay, here is the screen before you all. Let's go through that. This is something called the characteristics of modals. Everybody, please have a look. Modals never change their form. They are always followed by bare infinitive. Okay. Observe the following sentence. I have to go there. I must go there. The first sentence reflect the compulsion, whereas the second sentence reflect obligation. Okay. The modal sets the mood or tone of the sentence. What do you understand by? Can anybody can explain me what has been written there? Debbie, are you there?
Yes.
Mr. Debbie, what is the meaning of the modal sets the mood or tone of the sentence? Get a mood, na? Everybody has a mood, right? Sometimes
Yes.
you laugh. Why you laugh? You have a mood. I'm getting angry. Why? You have a mood. Sometimes you are cracking jokes with your friends. Why? You have a mood. So everything depends upon the mood. Exactly. Whenever you are trying to learn a lot of modals, they set the tone of the sentence. They set the tone of the sentence. Just like whenever you are nervous, how do you feel? Sorry, sir. Your voice breaks down. You are timid. You are completely nervous. But whenever confident, yes, sir. Look, you change the tone. Exactly. Exactly the same way. The moment you can use modals, it can change or set the mood or tone of the sentence. Are you getting my point? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Clear?
Please come again.
Whenever, suppose we use a lot of tone. Sometimes you use a nervous tone, just like, yes, sir, please, sir, please, sir. Sometimes you have not completed your home task and your teacher is trying to beat you, it asks you badly. So you are trying to defend your, no, sir, please, sir, I'll do it, sir, please, sir. You become apologetic that time. Got it? And there are other situations whenever you have done it, you are very confident. Yes, sir. Can you go to play? Yes, sir. Why? Because that is your tone. So based on you are trying to set your tone according to the situation. Sometimes you make a mistake. Sometimes you make a mistake, and you have been caught red-handed by your mom and dad. Then how you're sitting? You people sit like this. Sorry, mom, I'll not do that. Please excuse me, mom. This is the last time I'm doing it. So you are trying to become apologetic. you're trying to apologize to your parents and saying that you're promising that I'm not going to, I don't want to repeat the same. So what do you mean by that? This is called tone. That means you can modulate your voice. That is called voice modulation. Whenever you're confident, you are super excited, your voice modulated level. But whenever your tone decreases, you become nervous. Sometimes you're sad. Whenever you're trying to fix something, let me give you an example. Suppose you lost your 500 bucks today. You have taken to the school and somebody has taken it. Whenever you're trying to meet your teachers to lodge a complaint, do you think that your mood will be like this? You are looking, no, sir, please, sir, puppy marenge, sir, mummy. Like that, you are trying to give a lot of excuses there. You're trying to create in a different situation. So that is something called, that is called tone or something called mood. Okay. So like that, modals are useful to set the tone और from the mood of the sentence. एक sentence का mood को change करने के लिए you are supposed to use modals. Now it's clear to everybody?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me give another example. The first one, this is pretty important. My dear friends, please have a look. And most people are making a mistake here. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Anybody can tell me? Saurabh, what is the meaning of this? I have highlighted in the green color. With the green color, I have highlighted it. Could you please tell me what is the meaning of modals never change their form? What do you mean by that?
That it means that modal doesn't change that form, means they doesn't change into V1, V2 or V3.
Absolutely. Beautiful answer. Actually, what happens? Most of the time, we have been studied like this. Everybody, listen carefully. Oh my God. We say something can, could, सही है ना? May, might. Yes and no? You might have studied like this. Like can is the present tense and could is the past tense. Yes or no, everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm asking everybody. Okay. May, might, shall, should. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is wrong actually. Let me tell you. Can be used in a different situation. Could can be used in a different. Could is not the past tense of can. I've already informed you. Just like you say, go, went. If I say go is the present tense, that means go can be used in the present tense. I go. If I say how to use in the past tense, you say I went. So if you say I can, I could, then can you say I may or might? No. Or can you say I shall, I should? No. It's not like that. This is something called modals never change there. This is something called go to went. You can very much understand. Eat, ate, bring, brought, buy, bought, write, wrote. So like, because it is a complete verb, and the verb can change its form from to another. Like you can say past participle, like go, went, gone, do, did, on all the things. But here modals. But if you say, sir, why people are writing? Because you can remember. This is called no, like no rhythmically you can say. Like no, there is some song. A lot of songs are there. You can say the last one of things, the first one something like that. So you can remember this one. It is only to remember very easily. We have created this structure. Can, could, shall, should, will, you, like that. Only to remember. But what exactly you are trying to teach? Like can ka past tense, like no, this is past tense, this is present tense, this is past tense. This is present tense. No, this is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Why they have been written it here? Because to remember. Just like I can say, hey guys, how many models are there? You can say, sir, I know 13 models. Tell me, can, could, shall, should, will, you, like that. Look, it becomes very easy for you to remember. Only to remember something, the structure has been created. It's not about can ka past tense could hai. No, never. Maybe can is used in a different situation and could is used in a different situation. Situations are different, but it is not exactly just like can I say shall is some should. If I say I shall go, it's a future time. Can I say I should go means past? You say no. Then why you are trying to say this one? So this is something called, if you're trying to say, so why this logic is there, it's because of the fact most of the time we people are unable to remember it. And that's why if somebody tells you to remember it, then you can very much say can, could, shall, should, may, might, will, would, all the things. Okay. So sometimes you say I will. Okay, that's called would. That means why we created this structure only to remember. Like if I'm going to ask Saurabh, how many models are there? Sir, near about 13 or 14 models. Tell me. Sir, can, could, shall, should, will, would, like that. Look, this becomes, you create just like a song. Hmm? You might have, most people are singers. Who are singers? Everybody? I don't know. Okay. Those are singers, they are going to, yeah, Subhasri is a singer. Very good. Anybody is singing? Priti Smita? Srishti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. No? No, yes, no. Okay, whatever. Some are bathroom singer also, they are going. They are not, no, the voice should not come out. Okay, anyway. So, what exactly I want to tell you, like, whenever you are trying to remember a song, the song, like, it has been written in such way that people can remember it. So, the last, it will be all the identical words will be there. Exactly. We are trying to remember this one. So, this is not like this. Always be in the mindset. Okay. Go, went, do, did, all the things. It's not like may, might. No, it's not like that. Remember, that's why this is pretty important. So that's why it is pretty important. Got it? The models never change their form. Never, never, never. They always take their plus into the V1 form. Okay. Now it's loud and clear to everybody. Yes or no?
Clear.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right now, tell me. So right now, so you might be thinking, sir, okay, fine, you got your introduction because this is completely introduction class. Yesterday, I trying to judge you all, and my judgment was very good, and I understand the most students are before me right now. They are not able to use models effectively. You know, I'm not discounting the fact that आपको कुछ पता नहीं है. Like you know a little bit things. I'm sure because most students are very good. You're super good. Okay, but the problem is that what is required for you. I don't think that you have been not taught in that way. So today we are going to introduce something called situation based models. Okay, so I have already informed you that these are the few description I have given you. Okay, so what is the difference between, let me give an example. You might be have used, can I say, like let me give you an example. Yesterday I informed you this one. I used to play cricket when I was a kid. I used to play cricket when I was a kid. The second sentence I would like to inform you. I would play cricket my dear friends. What's the difference between the two sentences or are the same? Don't say that, sir, they are different because here it is used to is used and would is used. I know that. Don't try to be too silly and answer me. So if you say what is the difference between I will go and I shall go, just like, sir, why you are trying to eat, why you are drink water? Because you cannot eat water, so I am drinking. Can you say like this? If I am going to ask Saurabh, why you are drinking water? Sir, because I can't eat it, so I am drinking it. Is it the answer? No, it's not the answer. Okay. So exactly. I used to play cricket when I was a kid. I would play cricket when I was. What's the difference between the two? Who is going to tell me? Guys, come on. Sonali, क्या हो गया? Subhasri, everybody. A lot of people are there. I don't
In the
understand what happened. Dipesh, Babli, Anmol, Alisha, Rudra, Ramya, Smriti, Mantri, Deep, Arya, Rajastri, everybody. Yeah.
Sir, no idea.
No idea.
Sir, in sentence, it
That's not the
is
answer.
stating
Okay.
that.
I'm sorry. Please, could you please come again?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in the past sentence, it is stating that I used to play cricket. Means I.
Saurabh, 1 minute.
Yes.
You say in the first sentence, I have seen most of the time. I'm sorry to interrupt and tell you. Look, your English is pretty good, but some other way, I find your pronunciation is not up to the mark. You say sentence, like it's called sentence. Okay, please try to rectify that because
Yes.
you're such a good student. You need to improve your, pronunciation. That summer vacation, we are trying to
Okay.
improve your communication skill through an accent and voice training, how exactly you can speak, all the things. Okay, right now, please continue. Saurabh, please.
Yes, sir. The past sentence says that I used to play means I played cricket and I left playing cricket. But
Okay,
in the second sentence, I would play cricket means it's an imaginary situation when I imagines that I must have played cricket
I did not
or
get
I
you yet.
have played.
Look, the first sentence you told that this something called you have done it something repeatedly in the past, and it's okay. But whatever the second sentence, I would play cricket when I was a kid. If I'm going to say like this, so what? You feel it's an imaginary situation? Got it? Imaginary situation
Yes.
comes whenever would have, could have, and should have. I would have been there if you could have called me. So that is called imaginary. Would have, should have. That is called had been. I could have been helped you if I had been there. That is called third conditional. But there is something called I would fly if I had a things. That is called second conditional. We are not talking about conditional. We are completely. I can't understand. No, I'm going to explain it here. I'm asking you all. Okay. What about Alicia? Alicia, Kruti Mantri, Kruti Nayak, Anmol, Deep, everybody. Rudra Sai, Ananya, Debbie, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what the difference. I used to play cricket when I was a kid. I would play cricket when I was a kid. What's the difference?
I don't know, sir. So only know what is the meaning of I used to play cricket, but I'm confused with the second sentence. I would play
You are
cricket.
confused. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, no problem. I'm going to clear it. Sonali,
Sir, I know only first sentence. I don't know second sentence.
you don't know the second sentence. Okay. So normally, where exactly you can use would? There is a something called would. So where you use would? Any idea? Used to is used for like no. I have already informed you yesterday. Used to is a modal. A repeated action in the past.
Sir, past ability.
What do you say? Past ability. Ranchi जाना है आपको? Past ability is called could. I'm talking about would. You're talking about could. Could is called past ability. I am talking about would. Subhasri madam. I am talking about would. Got it?
Sir,
I'm
make polite sentence
polite
statement.
sentence. So is it a polite sentence? Is it a polite sentence? Okay. Used to for repeated action in the past, or you can very much say this is used whenever like no past habit. That is no longer that is no longer exists. That means we're not doing following that. That's called used to. That I've already explained it yesterday. My question is that what is called would? Where exactly you can use would? Can you say I would like to tell you something? That is called Sonali. Whenever I say would, You have to use like. I would like to inform you. I would like to tell you. That means would like is something called polite request. This is called polite statement. Let me give you an example. Suppose you can say, guys, like, no, I would like to tell you something. I would like to tell you something. So obviously that is something called, what you can say, like, no, polite statement. This is something called use in polite statement. That is basically used whenever you're trying to write an application, like, dear principal or respected principal, I would like to inform you. Like, I was suffering from fever for 5 days. I could not attend the class. Due to this, I have attached all the relevant medical certificates along with the necessary actions. Please allow me to take leave from this to this one. So must have must have written a lot of applications related to absenteeism. Sometimes you are absent in the class, and for that you must have written a lot of applications. And the application is always started with something called I would like to inform you. Why? Because principal is very highest important. Is the a head of the particular college school, and that's why you're supposed to address him, telling that I would like to inform you. Suppose, like, I can say, Bubbly, I want to tell you something because you are my junior. But whenever you want to address me, you want to inform something, you cannot say, sir, I want to inform you. I want to inform you, and I would like to inform you. That difference is there. I want to inform you something. And the second sentence goes like this: I would like to I would like to inform you something. So there is a huge difference between the two sentences. Here, this is something called impolite way. You can use it among your friends, relatives, besties. You know something called besties? Besties means your best friends. Got it? It's a slang. I'll be telling you a lot of things. Hi, bro. Like most people are using bro. Hi, bro. What bro, yeah? So bro is a slang actually used in a different way. And just like he's my bestie. He's my bestie. Bestie means your best friend. Okay. So that is something I want to tell, I inform you. It is called impolite way. It is not a polite way of expressing your thought, your ideas. The moment you say, I would like to inform you, this is something called more polite way. It is called polite way. Polite way, impolite way. So don't use this sentence whenever you're trying to deal with a senior of higher age, or whenever you're trying to dealing your father, your dad, or it can be a mom, or sometimes your like a sister of higher age, or any authority, that you should respect them. And for that, you are supposed to use something called I would like to inform you. But you can very much say, suppose Saurabh is a friend of Debida, then hey Saurabh, I want to tell you something. But if you really Saurabh want to tell me something, then Saurabh can say, I would like to inform you something. I would like to inform you something. So that's something called polite way. But my question was not tonally, it is not would like plus B1. It is a structure. It is something called a phrase. But I'm talking about only would. Then where exactly you can use would? बता दीजिए मेरे को. I don't need any other things. I need where exactly you can use would. Just you can say, sir, I can use sir, will, may, might, can, could, shall, should, will, would. So my question is that where exactly you can use would? Can I say I would, I would love to do that? Can I say like that? I would love to do that. What do you mean by that? Most whenever you're trying to write something, it can be an essay letter, or it can be any sorts of that. You are trying to suppose address. There is a letter, like letter writing is there in your exam also. In your exam, you can get letter. Suppose you want to address your friend, like I want to tell you something. I would love to attend your. I would love to attend the party. However, what is the meaning of would? It's not imaginary. It's not imaginary. Would have is something called imaginary in the third conditional. I'm going to teach you conditional that comes under the complex sentence. We have not started complex sentence, simple, compound, and complex sentence. In the complex sentence, there is something called if clause or something called conditionals. We have something called past condition, zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, mixed conditional. This is all about the conditional. So where there is something called a level of something called imaginary situation. Here the situation is absolutely real. So my question is that where exactly you people can use would? Explain me that. That's the only thing. Forget about the sentence. You have a little bit problem. That means we play no more cricket. Absolutely. So my question is, then what is the difference between this and this? If the same sentence can be written like this sentence, what is the difference? क्या हो गया? Confused? Listen carefully. Guys, listen carefully. Used to use for past habit. Repeated action in the past. I have explained you. Or past states. What is called state? The first sentence goes to. I used to go. I used to go swimming every Sunday when I was at school. I used to live in Cuttack when I was a kid. There used to be a big tree there. Suppose there was a tree. You people said there used to be a tree, but you said there was a tree there. That's wrong. You got the third sentence. This one I'm talking about. This is called past state. This is a state. State matlab like situation, not state matlab like Orissa and Tamil Nadu. Okay. So what do you mean by that? I have highlighted it. Listen carefully, everybody. Past states. State means like suppose I'm living in a village. Most people come from a village also. Right now I'm staying at Bhubaneswar. So believe me, so whenever I normally went to my I go to my village, which is far away, about 200 kilometers away from Bhubaneswar. There was a big banyan tree there. I don't find it out. So how I was going to tell my friends, hey, there used to be a big tree there, used to be a big tree. But how you say there was a tree there? That's a wrong sentence. Are you getting my point, everybody? Are you getting my point? Saurabh, getting
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
You cannot say there was a tree. There was suppose here is a tree. Okay, there was a tree, and the tree was no longer there. You cannot say that there was a tree. No, you can say there used to be a tree. You can say there was a tree which was cut down. That is the right sentence. But you cannot say there was a tree. Yeah, I can find there was a tree here, right? No, that's the wrong sentence, my friend. The right sentence is called something of there used to be a big tree here. There used to be a tree here. There used to be a, suppose there was a big stall. When I was a kid, I loved chocolate. And there was a vendor. He was always sitting in one place. Whenever I go there, there is no more. The entire things has been gone. So whenever I'm trying to recollect my past, I'm telling my friends, hey, there used to be a vendor. There used to be a vendor who was sitting over here. Used to be a vendor. That means you're talking about something called the state. Okay. Right now, please come to would. Would is also habitual action repeated make request and first one. When I was a kid, I used to spend okay. Then you can say used to and this one. This is something called American English. I was telling you, my friend, and this is called British English. Most British people say I used to play cricket. That's called British English, and this is called American English. This one. Getting my point, everybody? Debbie, you got my point right now?
So
Yes
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Habitual repeated action also you can use. When I was a kid, I would spend a lot of sitting in the window. I would spend. So would can be also used for repeated past action whenever you are trying to represent something or a fact in the past and you are no longer doing that. So what's the difference? Then you can say, so what's the difference? Here is the difference. Both are used for past habit. We used to have a party on Saturday when I was I would have a party when I was in college. What difference is that? Look, very important. When it is used for past stative verb involved, we don't use this one. Very important. I'm going to explain it tomorrow also. After a little of you. Okay. Stative verbs, we don't use that. Just like love, hate, be, understood, compare, etc. These are something called, stative verbs. You cannot use stative verbs with would. That's the only difference. Now it's loud and clear to everybody. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay.
Sir.
You take this one. Everybody take this one.
No, sir.
Second. No, sir. Take it.
Yes, sir. Take
Sir,
it, sir.
it,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This one also. Okay.
Sir, I write.
sir,
Okay.
I
Very good. Okay. If you have written that, that's fantastic. Fantabulous thing you have done. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And take this one. Read it carefully and ask me tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So whatever look, I have given a task to you all. Would, used to, and the French. You are supposed to go all the details tomorrow. You have certain question, you can very much ask me. Otherwise, now you got some idea. Why it is difficult?
Yes.
Because we are learning two English, British English or American English. That's the problem. Now it's clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Very good.
Sir.
Okay. Before I can wrap up the session, do you have any further question? Dipesh,
No, sir.
No,
Jyotsna,
sir.
Arya, everybody. Soumya, Samarjit, Saurabh, Debbie,
no, sir.
everybody. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you all. See you guys tomorrow at the same time. Let's
Thank
talk
you, sir.
together. Thank you. Take a bye bye. Good night.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Bye bye, sir.